Well, hello there. Welcome to Area 51 Raceway, and today we have an unboxing. Now, reason why I'm doing an unboxing today, and I haven't done one probably in a few weeks. I think the last one I did was the last real big one, which had a lot of cars that I wanted to get. Now, this one in particular is the one that I've always collected, which is from Policar, and we're going to go ahead and open it up. Of course, I made sure I smudged out my address and whatever address is on there because YouTube AI is watching and they will cut your video off if they see an address on there or pull it. And what we have here is the Policar, which is the latest one to be released. Now I have all these cars. They are the classic F1 cars that they make, and the F1 cars are a lot of fun. I've always loved old school F1, and here we have it. And this is a really beautiful car. I like this style of car. This is a Ferrari, and I think I have of this style right here. There's a couple different ones from the releases that they've done on this particular style of F1 car. And let me get all this packaging off and get this out of the way. I'll try to keep everything out of the way, and we're gonna slip this off, which can be a little bit tough. A little sleeve, and here we have it. This is the Ferrari 126C2. It's from 1982. The Giles Villanueva, I think is how you say the last name. I could have said it wrong, but here we have it, and it's a really pretty car. Now there was the first one that came out, which was the Long Beach one, which was last year or maybe the year before, where it had the double wing on it. And this one right here doesn't have a front wing, which some of the early ones do. So this particular car has no front wing. This is how they raced it in 1982. And this particular livery and racer, this was pretty much just a real fantastic looking car. And I've always loved these F1 cars. I think they're gorgeous. They have a lot of details. You can see the engine detail on them. And these could be very delicate. I mean, you could snap the swing off easily, but CA glue does wonders. And you just have to be very careful. But anyways, this is the car. And I just wanted to share this with you and show it to you. And we'll throw it on a track without a tune. Because really you want to tune these, because actually these wheels spin pretty free. Maybe Policar has finally realized that that's the way to do it. And again, like I said, these cars, I just love them. There's something that that I started collecting them when they first came out, and there have been several releases of this through Policar. There's a lot of tape here, and they give you extra wings here on the package here if you want to put the black plastic wings, or if you want to put a wing in the front. It looks like that's what that is too, or it's got the looks like it's got the dual wing, but I can't tell. There's a bunch of stuff in there. I haven't really looked to see what's in there, but I have always loved these cars. I think they're fantastic. As I get that loose and take this out, which could be a little bit of a challenge. A little bit of movement here to get it out. Man, this one's being stubborn. Alright, there we go. Finally. Sorry about that. That's everything gets tossed everywhere. So there we have it. Get that dangerous knife right there so it doesn't roll into my foot. And there she is. This is really cool that these are spinning like this, because one thing about Policars, and I've done some tunes on these, is that you'll get interference here from the wheels, or from the the suspension, and it'll rub on the wheels. And this one's actually doing pretty good. So we may be able to give this a little body float and throw it on the track, a little pod float, and get it on there. Now the Policar wheels are very good tires. They're a little bit a hard durometer, but if you wanted to put some NSRs or another brand on there, these will also handle very well with them. So why don't we take this beautiful car, and we're going to throw it on the track how it is before I do any adjustments, and see how it goes around the track. All right, we're here. We're at the track here. This is Area 51 Raceway, and we have our brand new Policar that just came out. It's Ferrari 126C2s you see there on the screen. That's exactly what this is. Though, and I may be mistaken, and I take this back. You probably have to add the wing in the front. As you can see, it's got it in the picture there. Or you can leave it off if you're worried about breaking it. So that's why the extra pieces went in there, because they're very delicate. And we're going to give this a fly around the track. We're at 12 volts. I usually run 10, but I have it at 12 because I was testing other cars that we designed for the 3A3D website. So here we go. We're going to take it for a spin. And this is without any tuning. And so far, nice and smooth. I'm going to move my brake a little bit more and less sensitivity. I don't like a lot of sensitivity on my controller. My track's probably a little dirty. As you can see, that's the one thing right there. You see how it floats around like that? Because we have a dirty track. Because I haven't been on the track a little. And you can see all the dust there. And that's exactly what happens when you don't keep your track clean. And I haven't wiped it down. But I have a lint roller, and that's what's great about lint rollers. We could go ahead and clean it up. And we'll probably go another 2 passes before it starts settling in, because it's just picking up all that dirt. And then eventually it'll just clean it up on its own. But you can see how much more grip you got there. As they say, a clean tire is a happy tire. And runs pretty good out of the box without any float or anything. So that's pretty darn good. Usually on the older Policars that I've gotten before, you'd have to make some adjustments, because these cars, you have to take the time to tune them. As you can see, we're getting dirt there as it's slipping, and I should have cleaned the track before I did anything. What I'm going to do is clean them again with the lint roller. That's what a lint roller is for. I should have a rag and wipe down my track, but I haven't been running on my track in a little bit, so I'm going to clean that up again. Another way to clean your rubber tires is using some naphtha or lighter fluid, and just putting it on a sponge and then just running the car with some power to clean your tires. And man, this thing handles great even out of the box. It's nice and smooth. Look at that. I love these cars. The scale on them is just beautiful. They just look awesome. And this is why I collect all of them, and why I'm a big fan of the Policar old style F1s. Now, I know there's a lot of F1 cars out there. I'm not going to knock them. Of course, the newer F1s are a lot longer. And I'm not really too much a big favorite of those. I like the 80s and 90s style F1 cars. I think after 2000, they really started, the technology started getting better. And, of course, they made the cars longer and just changed them, because that's the future. That's what's happened. Same with NASCARs, Everybody revels on the old days, on how things were, and they wish they were. But future moves everything ahead, or technology, excuse me, and the future is how they are. But it's nice that Policar makes these. I think they're great, and I have several of these, and I'll bring some out and show you. Now, one thing about these cars, they are meticulous. When something breaks on them, they have a very small drivetrain. You have to have a lot of patience to pull them apart to fix them. And the one thing that these things have that's really a pain in the butt that I hate is that the pinion gears are made out of plastic. Some of them are brass, but most of them are plastic. And what happens is the plastic pinion will crack after a while, and then you have the spinning motor, and where it doesn't engage the gears and it doesn't go nowhere, and you hear a whine or you feel it slipping when you accelerate, and you usually have to get another pinion gear for it. That's a little tough thing to replace, but it's possible. So you have to have a lot of patience with these cars in order to really collect them and tune them, because every slot car needs some type of tuning. This one I'll probably loosen the body screws and the body pod a little bit, but it's actually doing pretty good right now the way it is, but I'll always do a little tuning. The tires, the front wheels actually are sitting actually pretty good where they're at, and they are moving on the track, which is pretty good. It looks like they are, but oh yeah, hard to see them. But again, on all slot cars, the front tires don't really have a function. They're just there for the looks. They're designed to be as outriggers, and you don't want any grip on the front tires. You want them to slide. So that's how a slot car works. We're going to clean the tires again, and the track's a lot better. And again, man, loads of fun with these cars. I've always have a good time, and it's very relaxing taking these and just floating them around the track. It's been a while since I've done this. Since I've been doing a lot of the 3A 3D stuff. You know, I got my car ready for Harry's race, and he's got it already. And now we have Marty's Turkey Run Truck race, and then we're going to have the Winter Showdown race, which is a brass chassis build race, which I have to do a brass chassis, which I haven't done in a while, and I'll do a video on that as well. But so far, this is a lot of fun, and it's just very relaxing. Put some music. You can put some F1 music. Let's just run these around the track and just have a lot of fun.